Certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Touchdown, Chicago! An impressive 75-yard punt return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt, and they score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Let's go for it. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Cousins on 3rd and 2. It's complete. Abdullah. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Let's go for it. Let's go.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down, Minnesota.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's it, we got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Trubisky, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
58 to Mike. Let's go, Ty. Hey, Delta. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tighten up.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Rolling to his right. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I know, easy.
Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
58, come on. Smooth. You got nothing. 58 to Mike, 58.
On third down, Cousins. The left side caught by Diggs. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Bailey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack.
And he's going to go down again. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Returnable here from the 38. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
We got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Wide. We're going.
Here's Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught at the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
It's ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people.
And this is caught inside the 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Let's go, baby.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Montgomery takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Check three.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Cousins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throwing is Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. On 2nd and 11 now, Cousins. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Hey, Steve 6.
To throw is Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And this belongs to the Vikings. A fumble lost last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
As you know, he wants to avoid. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
3rd and long for Cousins. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. From the 27, Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he's got Miller. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got a good play.
And defensively a backbreaker. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky to throw. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, watch the slam. Kill.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Davis. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On 2nd down, Montgomery. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it? Yeah,
they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by...
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double dreams. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double dreams. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double dreams. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I